Peace be upon you. Welcome to the What Does Science Say channel. Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that, well, it touches so many of us. Enlarged pores. You might wonder why they seem so noticeable sometimes, or if there's anything you can really do about them. Our sources today are pretty varied: dermatological research, beauty articles, even some fascinating home remedy videos. They lay out the science and the practical steps.
Indeed. And what's really fascinating, I think, is how multifaceted this whole issue is. It runs from genetics, which you can't change, right, all the way to your daily habits. So we'll explore not just what makes pores look bigger, but crucially, why these things matter for your skin's actual health. This deep dive should give you some clear, actionable insights, hopefully help you feel more confident about your skin, moving beyond some common myths.
Yeah, let's bust one of those myths right off the bat. People talk about closing pores all the time.
Oh, yes, that one.
But that's just, well, it's not how skin works, is it? Pores are always open. They have to be.
Exactly. They're essential. Tiny openings for oil, sebum, sweat. It's how our skin breathes, cools itself, stays healthy.
So when we talk treatments, the goal isn't to somehow seal them shut. It's about minimizing their appearance, making them look, smaller, more refined.
Precisely. And getting that distinction right is key for setting realistic expectations. You can't aim for something impossible. Now, if we look at the reasons pores appear larger, well, genetics often deals the first hand.
The genetic lottery, right?
Yeah. If your parents have larger pores, chances are you might too. It's just inherited. And that's okay. Understanding it helps focus on managing what you can manage, not chasing some poreless ideal.
Okay, so if genetics is the blueprint, what are the factors we can actually influence, or at least understand better?
Well, excess sebum production is a really big one. Oily skin just naturally produces more oil, and that oil can mix with dirt, dead skin cells, and that gunk basically clogs and stretches the pore, making it look bigger.
Okay, that makes sense.
And here's something that trips people up. Sometimes dry skin can actually overproduce oil to compensate.
Ah, the paradox. Trying to protect itself.
Exactly, which is why moisturizing, even if you think your skin is oily, is so important. It helps balance things out.
Right. Counterintuitive, but crucial. What about just getting older? Does time itself affect pores?
Absolutely. As we age, our collagen and elastin production naturally slows down. Think of collagen and elastin as like the scaffolding for your skin, keeps it firm, bouncy. When that scaffolding weakens with age, skin starts to sag a bit, and that pulls the pores open, making them look larger.
And I bet sun exposure plays into that aging process too.
Oh, massively. Sun damage is a huge accelerator. UV rays actively break down that vital collagen and elastin.
So it's not just surface wrinkles, it's deeper structural damage affecting the pores.
You got it. Less firmness means pores look wider. Plus, sun exposure can thicken the skin's outer layer and, kind of ironically, trigger more oil production while dehydrating the skin.
Wow. Okay. So it's a bit of a vicious cycle with the sun then.
It really can be, yeah.
So beyond aging and sun, what about the more immediate stuff, like just clogged pores, day-to-day buildup?
Yep, that's a direct factor. The simple accumulation of dead skin cells, everyday grime, excess oil, it physically stretches the pores over time, leads to things like whiteheads, blackheads, sometimes full-blown acne.
And hormones. I know they affect oil production.
Definitely. Those shifts during puberty, menstrual cycles, pregnancy, menopause, they can all ramp up sebum production, which, again, makes pores look larger.
Okay. Any, surprising lifestyle factors, things we might not immediately connect to our pores?
There are quite a few, actually. Lack of sleep is one. It slows down skin repair, makes everything look a bit duller, pores included. Eating lots of sugar, that can damage collagen and elastin from the inside out.
Oof.
Not drinking enough water affects elasticity and oil control. Even using steroid creams long-term can sometimes contribute. And then there are things like your natural hair follicle size, your sex men often have oilier skin, and even ethnicity can play a role in baseline pore size.
Wow, that's a lot of potential factors. Okay, so now that we have a better handle on the why, let's pivot to the what.
Yeah.
What can people actually do at home? What's that foundational routine?
Great. The first line of defense. It starts with a consistent, gentle routine. Number 1, cleansing. Use a mild, gentle cleanser, maybe gel or water-based. Really important. Make sure it's non-comedogenic. That means it won't clog pores.
Non-comedogenic.
Got it. Twice a day, morning and night. Get rid of oil, dirt, makeup. But avoid harsh scrubbing and steer clear of stuff with lots of oil or alcohol, as that can irritate or dry the skin out.
Which, as you said, can backfire and make things oilier.
Exactly. Which brings us to step 2, moisturizing. even if your skin feels oily.
Right, the balancing act.
Yep. Apply an oil-free, lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer every day after cleansing. It helps keep the skin hydrated so it doesn't feel the need to produce extra oil. Keeps that skin barrier happy.
Okay, cleanse, moisturize.
Uh,
And I'm guessing sun protection is next, given what we just discussed.
Non-negotiable. Absolute critical. Daily broad-spectrum sunscreen, SPF 30 minimum.
Even if it's cloudy. Or you're inside.
Even then, UV rays penetrate clouds, they penetrate windows. Choose non-comedogenic formulas. Maybe add a wide-brimmed hat if you're outside for a while.
Makes sense. And taking makeup off before bed. Seems basic, but probably important here.
Crucial. Sleeping in makeup is just asking for clogged pores from all that product, oil, and bacteria buildup overnight. Don't do it.
Okay, solid foundation. Cleanse, moisturize, protect, remove makeup. Now, what about those targeted ingredients? The ones everyone talks about. Niacinamide.
Ah, yes. Niacinamide, vitamin B3. It's a real powerhouse. It helps with acne, strengthens the skin barrier, reduces inflammation, and helps control sebum. With consistent use, look for maybe 5–10% in serums or moisturizers. It can genuinely improve elasticity and, over time, reduce the appearance of pore size.
Okay, nice. And retinoids, vitamin A derivatives. They're big for anti-aging and acne. But how do they help pores specifically?
Retinoids are great multitaskers. They work mainly by speeding up cell turnover, getting rid of old skin cells faster, and boosting collagen production.
So, unclogging and plumping.
Exactly. Unclogs the pores and firms up the skin around them, making them look smaller. You see them as retinol, tretinoin, which is prescription tazarotene, retinaldehyde, lots of forms.
I've heard they can sometimes make things look worse at first. Is that true?
Some people do experience a bit of an adjustment period, maybe some dryness, irritation, or even temporary worsening as the skin gets used to that faster turnover. It's usually transient.
Okay.
Best advice is start slow, low concentration, use it only at night, and always use sunscreen during the day because they make your skin more sun sensitive.
Good tip. What about salicylic acid? That's often in acne products, BHA, right?
Yep. Salicylic acid is a beta-hydroxy acid, a BHA. Its superpower is being oil-soluble.
Meaning it gets right into the oily pore.
Precisely. It can penetrate deep into the pore lining to exfoliate dead cells and dissolve that oil buildup from within. Really good for oily or acne-prone skin. Usually find it in 0.5% to 2% concentrations. Just watch out, it can be drying, so maybe don't use it every single day right away. Adjust based on how your skin feels.
Okay. And AHAs, like glycolic acid. How are they different for pores?
Alpha hydroxy acids, like glycolic or lactic acid, work more on the skin surface. So while BHA dives deep, AHAs exfoliate the top layer, improving overall texture, removing surface dead skin, promoting renewal. That surface smoothing makes pores look less obvious, too.
So kind of a 1-2 punch, potentially, surface and deep.
You could definitely see it that way, yeah. They're often used in peels or daily leave-on products.
Any other key ingredients that stood out in the sources?
Yes. Hyaluronic acid is great. It's a humectant, so it draws moisture in, plumps the skin up really nicely without clogging pores, makes everything look smoother. And antioxidants. Vitamin C, vitamin E, licorice root extract. These help fight that sun damage we talked about, boost collagen, just generally help skin look healthier and smoother.
Okay, so that covers daily topical stuff.
Right.
What about treatments you might do less often, like masks or more intense exfoliation?
Yeah, exfoliating maybe once or twice a week can be really beneficial. You can use at-home chemical peels with those AHAs or BHAs we mentioned. Clay masks are another popular one. They're fantastic for absorbing excess oil and impurities. Can help with inflammation, too.
Lots of different types of clay masks out there.
Totally. Plain clay, or ones mixed with things like jojoba oil or activated charcoal masks. And then there are the DIY options the sources mentioned. Things like sandalwood powder with chickpea flour and egg white, or yogurt and honey, even just plain oatmeal made into a paste. Some people like DIY scrubs too, like coffee grounds and honey.
Right. I saw some really specific home remedies mentioned too, especially some Korean beauty approaches. Anything interesting there?
Yeah, a few stood out. The simple cold water splash or rubbing an ice cube wrapped in cloth for a minute or two temporarily tightens things up. Some Korean methods suggest actually dipping your face in ice water for a couple of minutes. Intense.
Wow, okay.
And there was that burger method mask, cooking oats with tomato, blending it, applying the pulp, supposedly used a few times a week after a cold water facial.
Interesting. What about DIY toners?
Rose water came up, especially in Ayurvedic contexts, just to make sure it's pure. Or you could try green tea mixed with a bit of apple cider vinegar, or just apple cider vinegar diluted with water. Rice water, the water left after soaking rice, used as a spray toner. Or a mix of cucumber juice, lemon juice, and rose water.
Lots of kitchen ingredients. Any other DIY masks?
Banana paste with milk was mentioned. Potato, pomegranate, and lemon juice frozen into ice cubes for massage. Aloe vera gel mixed with tea tree oil and sandalwood powder.
Okay, and essential oils. Always a bit controversial.
They are, and caution is definitely needed. Some sources suggested anti-inflammatory oils like clove or cinnamon bark heavily diluted in a carrier oil like almond or jojoba. The idea is they might help with bacteria and skin balance, but patch testing is absolutely crucial. Essential oils can be really irritating for some people.
And they are regulated, right, so quality varies.
Exactly. Do your research on brands, always dilute, always patch test.
Okay, so that's a ton on what we put on our skin. But skin reflects internal health too, right? What about supporting skin from the inside?
Absolutely critical. Often overlooked, but so important. Hydration is foundational. Drink plenty of water. That classic 8 glasses a day advice is there for a reason. Helps with elasticity, oil control.
And diet, the million-dollar question.
Yeah, it definitely plays a role. Cutting back on sugar and really oily, processed junk food is generally recommended. They can increase inflammation, damage collagen. On the flip side, eating lots of antioxidant-rich foods is great. Think green veggies, fruits, cucumber, tomatoes, nuts like walnuts and almonds, green tea, pumpkin seeds, feeding your skin from within.
Any specific diets mentioned?
One source brought up an Ayurvedic kapha diet, supposedly aimed at helping with open pores, focusing on certain food types.
Interesting. What about supplements? Anything specific for pores?
Well, niacinamide again, but taken orally. Vitamin B3, maybe 500 milligrams daily with food for at least a couple of months. Suggested it could help with acne, shrinking pores, evening skin tone. Also, some sources linked liver health to skin issues like open pores, suggesting herbs like bhumi amlaki or milk thistle alongside diet and exercise might help support the liver, which in turn helps the skin.
Interesting connection. And the basics. Sleep, hygiene.
Can't skip the basics. Getting enough sleep, like 7-9 hours, is crucial for skin repair. Simple hygiene, like changing your pillowcase regularly, say, every few days reduces bacteria. Steaming your face maybe once a week can help loosen things up in the pores.
And what not to do.
Big one, don't squeeze or pick. So tempting, I know, but it just causes inflammation, potential scarring, makes things worse in the long run. Resist.
Okay, sound advice.
Yeah.
So let's say someone's tried a lot of the home routine, maybe diet changes, but they're still not happy with their pores, or they have more significant issues like scarring. When is it time to see a professional?
Yeah, if the over-the-counter stuff and home remedies just aren't cutting it after consistent effort, or if you have specific concerns like acne scars making pores look worse, that's when you consult a board-certified dermatologist.
And what can a dermatologist offer that goes beyond what we can do at home?
They have stronger tools and treatments. Chemical peels, for instance. They use much higher concentrations of acids, glycolic, salicylic, TCA than you can buy yourself. These really help reduce oiliness, exfoliate deeply, stimulate collagen, usually done in a series of treatments.
Okay, what about microneedling? Sounds a bit intense.
It involves tiny needles, creating micro-injuries, yeah. But it's controlled, and it prompts your skin to ramp up collagen and elastin production to heal itself. This firms the skin, improves texture, and can definitely reduce pore size. Professional devices go deeper than at-home rollers, so you get more significant results.
And lasers. That sounds very high-tech.
Laser skin resurfacing covers a whole range of devices. Some are gentler, just stimulating collagen. Others are more ablative, removing damaged layers. They work by encouraging new collagen growth, helping with oil, texture, and pore appearance. A dermatologist figures out which type is best for your specific skin. Usually it takes multiple sessions.
Are there pills a doctor might prescribe for really stubborn cases?
Yes, for severe oiliness or persistent issues, there are prescription oral medications. Things like isotretinoin, you might know it as Accutane or spironolactone. Even certain birth control pills can help by regulating hormones and reducing oil. These are powerful meds, though, so they require careful monitoring by a dermatologist.
Gotcha. Any other professional treatments worth knowing about, maybe for quicker results?
Sure. Hydrofacial is popular, uses suction and infusion to deep clean, exfoliate, hydrate. Often gives an immediate glow and refinement. Microdermabrasion is another exfoliation technique. RF skin tightening uses radiofrequency to build collagen over time. There's also a carbon peel laser bursts a carbon layer on the skin to reduce oil and shrink pores. And for really quick, temporary results, maybe before an event, there's microbotox.
Microbotox, like tiny amounts of Botox.
Exactly. Diluted Botox injected very superficially. It subtly shrinks pores, smooths texture, gives a kind of airbrushed look, but it's temporary.
Wow. Okay, so from daily washing to lasers and micro-Botox, quite the range. Let's try and boil this down. What are the absolute key takeaways for listeners trying to manage pore appearance?
Number 1, consistency. Whatever you choose, stick with it. Results take time, weeks, often months. Patience and routine are crucial.
And remembering pores are normal, right?
Yes, absolutely. They're a natural, necessary part of your skin. The goal is minimizing their appearance, making skin look smoother, healthier, not erasing them completely. It's about improvement, not perfection.
Which means the approach needs to be personal.
Totally. What works wonders for one person might do nothing for another. It depends on your skin type, the root causes of your enlarged pores. It's a personalized journey.
So if you're stuck or unsure, professional help is the way to go.
Definitely. Don't guess, especially with stronger products. See a dermatologist for tailored advice. And please, avoid those harmful habits. No picking, no harsh scrubbing. Be kind to your skin.
Okay, so what does this all really mean for you listening right now? Well, the journey to minimizing the look of enlarged pores, it's clearly a marathon, not a sprint. It's about combining that consistent skincare with looking at your overall health, what you eat, how you sleep, managing stress. Remember, your skin's an organ, a dynamic one. Understanding what it needs is really the first step towards healthier, more radiant skin.
And that brings up, I think, an important question to ponder. Given that pores are natural, even essential, how can we maybe shift our thinking, move away from just trying to fix what we see as a flaw, and instead focus more on truly supporting our skin's health, from the inside out and the outside in, something to think about for your own skin journey.
Thank you for being with us until the end of this video. Please be sure to subscribe to the What Does Science Say channel and give us energy with your likes and comments. Share your comments with us and send the video to your loved ones so that others can also use it.